All right, guys. So as we saw in yesterday's game, the loss against the Washington Commanders, Allen Lazard left the game with an apparent shoulder injury, and we just got an update on that injury. This news was just put out by multiple reporters that were in the locker room, and basically it states Allen Lazard walked through the locker room just now with his left arm in a sling. He suffered a shoulder injury yesterday. And this is really, really big news. After catching 6 catches for 55 yards in yesterday's game, during a game which he left what it seemed like earlier for his ankle and then came back in and hurt his shoulder. Allen Lazard has been the wide receiver 1 for the Green Bay Packers, but obviously none of these wide receivers have really played up to par of what a typical wide receiver 1 is, but this is still a huge blow if Allen Lazard is out for an extended period of time, which looks like that might be the case considering he's in a sling. The Packers are already extremely banged up at this wide receiver room. Randall Cobb was placed on IR Saturday, so he's out a minimum of 4 weeks. Christian Watson is out the last 2 games, re-injuring that hamstring. He'll probably be out for another week or 2 at minimum. Sammy Watkins just returned from IR and didn't look too good yesterday, also with a hamstring injury. This Packers wide receiver room was already thin to begin the year as it sat. It is extremely thin right now. And as I said, Allen Lazard was their wide receiver 1. He led the team in yards with 340 yards on 26 receptions. Number 2 was Randall Cobb with 257 yards and 18 receptions. He's out for the next 4 weeks. Robert Tonyan is the 3rd highest at 251 yards. And then Romeo Doubs is there at 234 yards. So this brings me into my point of what I've been saying for the past couple weeks and making videos on. The Packers need to make a move at wide receiver, especially if Allen Lazard is out for a long period of time. Before yesterday, and Allen Lazard got hurt, I still thought they should make a move. Now this definitely, solidifies the fact that they should. I do believe they need to trade for a wide receiver. Now, the trade deadline is a little bit over 1 week away, so they have a week to do it. They should do it sooner rather than later. I just made a video last week about the potential trade targets for the Green Bay Packers at wide receiver. So if you want to go watch that, click the link right above. But they should trade for a wide receiver, and they could also sign a wide receiver out of free agency. Some of the free agent wide receivers are as follows: Will Fuller, Ty Hilton, Emmanuel Sanders, Alan Hearns, Albert Wilson, Danny Amendola, Chris Conley, Odell Beckham, but there are reports saying that he won't be ready till mid-December, so I don't really see that really working for the Packers and helping them now, so I don't see that happening. But as of right now, their starting wide receivers for this upcoming Bills game, if Allen Lazard is out, would be Romeo Doubs, Sammy Watkins, Samori Toure, and Amari Rodgers, and that is a big, big problem going against one of the best teams in the NFL. The Packers need to address this and address this quick. But let me know your thoughts in the comments about this situation, whether they should trade for a wide receiver. I don't know if there's many people thinking they shouldn't, and then also even sign someone from free agency as well. But that about does it for this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.